everybody? Welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to review almost said The Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 4. Now, this one takes place immediately after last week's episode, and we're caught back up in a flashback. But this time, and it seems like this will be the last flashback, because after this, everything's pretty much caught up to where we are now. But, we get to see the main crux of the episode in the past is this is the last flashback. We get to see how Boba Fett got his ship back, and we get to see how Boba Fett met Fennec and how their relationship was born. How these two became so close and how she became so close with him that she's willing to be his right hand. And we see their relationship. We see him get his shit back and get vengeance on the death of the Tuskans. We see him go back and kill that Sarlacc, by the way. And kill the Sarlacc, so that was cool. We see him go back but mostly mostly the big piece of this one is a big, awesome heist. But in the present day, we see him recruit that big ass Wookiee. Okay, it was like Black Samson or something like that. I can't remember his name. I think it's Black Samson. I think I'm getting his name incorrect. But whatever that big ass dark furred Wookiee is, we see Boba recruit him in real life because he needs some muscle. And we see that Boba is making deals with the other crime bosses throughout the city and at first he's trying to get them to get involved. And this is a real old school, I've often said that the show is real. The show has a lot of gangster in it, gangster and mobster in it. But this sequence with all them gathered around the table is real mobster shit. And not to mention, they're gathered around a table, and you don't notice it until one of the mobsters question Boba, or one of the mobsters threaten Boba. But they're over top. The entire table they're sitting on is on top of a trap door. And underneath that door is, God damn it, I always forget the name of the beast. Damn it! Why do I always forget the name of that beast that Jabba had in his palace? God damn. Oh, man. I always forget the name of it. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not even going to bother looking it up because you guys know what I'm talking about. That beast that he just got in the episode 3 with Danny Trejo. Where was Danny Trejo? But I digress. And dude threatened Boba, and that beast roar, and it was like, oh, shit. It's like, yeah, I got one of those down there. That was some real cool gangster shit right there, too. To have your enemies / maybe companions, you don't know, dining on top of this cage that at any moment can just drop all of them down there to be eaten alive. That's pretty cool too. But he convinced them, for the most part, to just not get involved in the battle. Let me fight the Pikes, and I'll deal with, and you guys just don't get involved. Don't help them out. Don't do anything for them. And I'll fucking get rid of them. And that's kind of the agreement they came to. And near the tail end of the episode, now it was only hinted to, and there's a lot of rumors going around that Mando Din Djarin will be showing up in next week's episode. Not only that, we might see his new ship. R.I.P. Razor Crest. Love that ship. Missed that ship already, man. Missed that ship already. But we might see him in his new ship that, Fennec and Boba are sitting down. They're just like, look, we need more people. We need more men. And Boba's kind of like, I got the money. So, we just need the right men. And Fennec's like, well, with enough money, you can get, and Fennec's basically like, well, with enough money, you just got to know where to look for the men. And the Mandalorian theme started playing. And it kind of caught me off guard. For a minute, I was like, am I watching The Mandalorian? I kind of perked up. I was just like, wait a minute. So, hint, nudge, nudge, that Mando will be showing up next week. So, next week's episode is hype. Next week's episode's hype because we're all expecting Mando to show up. This will almost be like a sequel without it, almost be like a part of season 3 without season 3. We'll catch up to him and see what he's been up to. I guess he's still bounty hunting. We all kind of was wondering what Mando would be doing now that he doesn't have Grogu around, or Baby Yoda as most people know him. And we were just like, well, I don't know. But perhaps he's still bounty hunting and can be hired, which is cool. Get to see more Mando, which I am excited about. I'm excited about next week to see that craft and everything. But other than that, this week's episode was what's the word I'm looking for? Wasn't as good as week 2, but better than 1 and 3. It's the second best episode. It's the second best episode. It has a more concise direction and where it's going. I love seeing the relationship between Fennec and Boba and where that came from. It was really cool seeing Boba go complete road rage with the fucking, I think they call it the fire sprayer? I think it's called the fire sprayer now or something like that. But it was called Slave One. But I do see why Disney changed the name of Slave One, because I guess that is problematic when you're trying to sell toys, Which, granted, it was never that big of a deal back in the day when they were selling the toys and it was called Slave One. And I'm sure it was called Slave One on the packaging. But Disney has an image to keep up, and it's like, look, man, we gotta sell this shit, man. Last thing we need is a huge fucking, shitstorm over the name of this ship. And it's like, lad, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like we changed it. It's like, it's Boba Fett ship. Most people don't actually know the name of Boba Fett's ship, except the hardcore Star Wars fans. So it didn't really bother me. As long as as long as he doesn't have like some random other type of ship, I'm okay with it. Now, and it was really cool seeing that. Really cool seeing them go on another heist to steal that ship back. Sad he didn't get its cameo from Bib Fortuna. I thought we were gonna get a cameo from him, but he didn't show up. They mentioned him, and he's got all these guards and stuff, but you don't actually see Bib. But I guess that's okay. Let me think. Him going back and killing the Sarlacc, that was surprising. I thought, first of all, I thought he killed the Sarlacc when he escaped, but I guess not. I guess he just he just kind of, I don't know, gutted his way through it, but he didn't kill the thing, which I was like, okay, I thought he killed the damn thing. Turns out, no, he didn't kill it, but it's definitely fucking dead now. So that was really cool seeing that bit too. Now, it seems like the flashbacks are going to be over and everything's going to be focused on the future. I believe this show is 7 episodes. I believe. So we got, what? This is episode 4, so we got what? A couple episodes left. We got 3 episodes left. So this should be 5, 6, 7. 3 episodes left. So I don't freaking make sure. But yeah, we got 3 episodes left, and all 3 episodes will take place in the present time. It doesn't seem like there's going to be any more flashbacks. Everything is present time. Hopefully they ramp up. And it is, I will say, it is disheartening that, first of all, the show hasn't gone the way I had imagined it was going to go. I thought that this had the potential to be bigger. I thought this was going to be a huge success, that, was going to get Mandalorian at least Hawkeye to Falcon and Winter Soldier level attention and notoriety, but it really hasn't. I'm not sure what its Rotten Tomato score is because I haven't really checked it out, because it's been some people are digging it. I'd say most people are digging it, but it's not as universally praised as The Mandalorian or any of the Marvel shows. It's about, honestly, even Hawkeye got more praise than this did. Hawkeye had a spattering of people, a splatter of people who didn't like it, which, they were just which even when those people gave their reasons why they didn't like it, didn't actually, it's just so you don't like it, not because you actually think it's bad, it's because it's not your taste, because I don't get it. John Campea, I didn't get it. I didn't get why he hated the entire show of Hawkeye. I was like, I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding you. You're not making sense to me. Nothing that came out of your mouth made logical sense to why you have a problem with this show, but I digress. But this show, every complaint I heard about this show, I understand. And even with The Mandalorian, there were some complaints about The Mandalorian, and I never got it. I never got why people were so upset that it was episodic and it had some episodes had nothing to do with the full story. I never got that. I was like, this is just a fun show. But this show I do get, and I am saddened. Not only that, but the fact that the worst episodes by far out of the 4, all the 2 episodes that are the weakest, are the episodes directed by Robert Rodriguez, which is insane to me because I thought that because I was so excited about Robert Rodriguez being a producer and a director on this show, and his influence is seen in this show, all over this show, in terms of the tone, in terms of the way it visually looks. Robert Rodriguez is all over this. And, on one hand, you gotta commend Disney for allowing him to, to have his handprints on it that in such a way that I noticed that Robert Rodriguez's handprints are on this. But on the other hand, it saddens me that not only his episodes are the weakest parts of the show, but his contributions to this entire show, Book of Boba Fett in general, are the weakest aspects of the show. Which is kind of like, man, that really sucks. Good news is the show is still a success. It's still getting numbers. It's getting more numbers than fucking Peacemaker, I'll tell you that much. It's still getting numbers, So hopefully, it can end strong. And maybe, I don't want to suggest this, the Latino community gets a little upset about, taking stuff from them. But maybe they should go in a different direction and get a new director and a new person in there. If they do a second season of the Book of Boba Fett, I think they should have someone new in there, because while I love the hell out of Robert Rodriguez's episode, it's one of the best episodes of The Mandalorian was Robert Rodriguez's episode. And you're thinking the whole episode is going to be this awesome, badass action. But unfortunately, whenever Robert Rodriguez directs, the show takes a dip in quality. And it's really sad because he's such an influential person on this. He's a producer. He helped, Favreau wrote, but he helped write. So he's all over this show. So it's really sad that his contributions are actually hindering the show. But even with his hindrance, I still enjoy this show. Currently, right now, out of the 4 episodes, I'm sitting on an 8. I'm sitting on a solid 8 on this show. I'm enjoying myself. I've enjoyed each episode, but admittedly, there are some problems with it, and it all kind of stem from Robert Rodriguez, and it's sad to say that. I don't think anyone else has actually commented on that, but in my opinion, a lot of it stems from Robert Rodriguez. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please be like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. What did you think of the Book of Boba Fett episode 4? I would give it an 8 as well. Enjoyed myself. Actually, I give this episode an 8.5. Episode 2 and 4 are 8.5s. Episodes 3 was about like a 7. Episode 1 was an 8. So the show's weird, man. The show, it's not as great as I was hoping it would be, but it's still really fun. It's still really enjoyable, and I had a great time with this. Great to see more Fennec. Great to see more Boba. Great to see him get his ship back and go road rage. Great to see that the mob stuff is taking shape and it's gonna be in the forefront now. So I'm excited for next week's episode. I think most people, this would be the episode to be hyped for. Mando might actually show up next week. So thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show again. Please be like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.